Hi guys, welcome back to Candle of the Week with Michael, episode 19. Yes! Okay guys, so this episode is gonna air on Monday instead of Tuesday. Why? Because today, February 27, 2023, is my birthday. Yes! And I'm making a candle dedicated for that, inspired on my birthday. Okay guys, so I'm gonna name it 62, which is the amount of years that I am. Yes, I am 62 today, guys. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to be making it very special for me. And I'm going to be using this combination of two fragrance oils from 1617 that I'm dying to make a candle of. Okay, which is the latest one, the Vibrant Mrs. Bean and Kathmandu. Okay, so I have in here fragrance strips that I want to test this first. I've been dying to make this candle, guys, ever since I got this oil, okay? Because I think the two of them are gonna be glorious, okay? So I'm gonna... The Vibrant Miss Bean is such a beautiful floral fragrance oil, guys, very, and also very earthy, you know, it's very like, it's an earthy floral, you know, it's like, it's so delicate, so beautiful, so perfect for spring, you know, I love it, okay? It has top note, it's cotton, blossom, mid notes, dry rose and geranium, and the base note, incense and amber. This is what I like. I love it so much, guys. The incense always kills me because it's one of my favorite scents ever in the world. Okay, and Kathmandu, this one has top notes of Malabar purple and cedar, middle notes of sandalwood, and base notes of Baltic amber. Another masterpiece. Again, this is very like spiritual to me, beautiful. It reflects like the way I am, you know. And so let's see the two of them together. Wow. Okay, this is calling my name. This is just like it screams my name. It screams my name. I love it. It's very complex, very masculine, very feminine, very like it has a little bit of everything. Like me, I'm a man of many talents. This reflects myself. Okay, so this one is gonna be the two combinations. It's gonna be equal parts the Vibrant Miss Bean and Kathmandu from 1617. Yes. Okay, I'm so happy that I'm making this candle today, guys, because I just wanted something like it's just like I adore, and this is gonna be the one. Okay, now for this, guys, I'm gonna be using this vessel. I think I showed this before. When I began my channel, this vessel is very heavy. This one I got at Home Goods, and very heavy glass, and I made a candle out of this one, guys, and it's a beautiful candle. So let me show it to you. Ta-da! I love the heaviness of the glass, and I love the finish. Okay, so for this, guys, because I don't know how much wax will this take or how wide this is or whatever it is, so I'm gonna show you how I do the water method. Okay. So this is going to be for all of you guys that don't know how to do this and they're very curious. I'm going to show you the formula, okay? So in order for you to be able to find how much wax you're going to need for this vessel, is you're going to take a scale, okay? You're going to put this on the scale. Let me see if you can. So tear this. Okay, now I'm going to fill it up with water to the amount that you want this to be topped, okay? So we're gonna fill this with water. Yeah, I think I could use a little bit more. Okay. Okay. I'm very happy with the level of the water in here now. So it says this is 16 ounces. Okay, so I'm gonna write that down. Put in here 16 ounces. Water weight. So now we know that this is the I have this feel towards this is the edge that I want to have the candle feel. Okay, so let me just get rid of this water. I'll be right back. Okay, so now that we know the water weight for this, now we have to convert that 16 ounces into wax weight. Okay, so what we're gonna do, guys, is there's a formula, guys. So for every ounce of water, you multiply that by 0.86, and that's gonna give you the wax weight, okay? So for example, let me get a calculator here now. So we have 16 ounces of water, okay? And we want to convert that into wax weight, okay? So you put in here 16, which is the amount of water that we want the fill to be, and we multiply times 0.86. That's the key. You have to multiply by 0.886, and that equals, that gives you an approximate 13.76. Okay, 13.76, and I'm gonna round it up to 14. I like to work better in whole numbers than working on decimals. Okay, so approximately 14 ounces of wax. Okay, so now that we have the amount of wax that we need, okay, now we need to know how are we wanna wick this. Okay, so when you measure the diameter of this, the inside diameter is 3.5 inches. Okay, now I also want to take into consideration that this is a square shape, so I'm gonna make sure also like this. So this one is giving me 4.5 inches from corner to corner. Okay, so I'm gonna take that into consideration when I'm planning to choose the correct wick for this. Now I know that I'm gonna be using number 7 wax, and I know that I'm gonna be using 2 oils from 1617. So I know that I usually use a double CDN number 3 on diameters that are 3 and 3.5 inches. Okay, for a vessel that is around this size. Okay, so but I know that this one is a little bit bigger, especially because it's almost 4.5 inches from corner to corner. So I'm gonna with the double CDN number 4. Okay, now let's see if that works. I don't know yet if that's gonna work. So I already made one, so I already wicked one in here, guys. So as you can see, I wick them on a diagonal. Okay, so that way, not on the same level, not horizontal. I did it on the diagonal, so the fire will burn from corner to corner. Okay, hopefully this will work. I don't know, we'll see. So now that I have it in place inside, now I don't have a wick holder big enough for this, so I'm gonna use one of my trusted wick holders, handmade, that I made with bamboo skewers. Okay, and I have 2 rubber bands on the sides. So I'm gonna just secure the wicks. I'm gonna secure to the side. Okay, and then I'm gonna pull inside the rubber bands to kind of like secure them. Okay, the best I can. Okay, here you go. Okay, this is secure there, guys. Hopefully this will hold. And as you can see, guys, I like to keep them like an inch apart from the center of the container. Okay, so that's gonna keep them away from the glass vessel, so it's gonna keep this safe. Okay, so what I want is I want it to melt evenly, and we'll see if this works. Okay, now when I do my candles of the week, I'm just showing you a demonstration of the candle that I'm making, guys. This doesn't mean that this is going to give you a perfect candle, because this is just the testing, the demonstration. You have to run your own test depending on the wax that you use and your fragrance oil. So this is all I can share with you. Okay, now I have in here, I went ahead and I measured 14 ounces of wax in here, number 7 wax from 1617, and I'm going to put it on the microwave for 6 minutes. Okay, so now for the fragrance oil, I forgot to give you the numbers for the fragrance oil, because we want 10% fragrance load. Okay, so we're gonna do 14 times 0.10 equals 1.4 ounces of fragrance oil. Okay, now how much wax are you gonna need on a 14 ounce filled candle? Okay, so you do 14, which is the amount of the total fill, minus 1.4 equals 12.6. Okay, so we're gonna need 12.6 ounces of wax. That if you add 12.6 plus 1.4 equals 14. Okay, yes. Okay, so now for the fragrance oil, because we have 2 different ones, we have Kamandu and Miss Bean, so we're gonna have to divide 1.4 into 2. 1.4 divided by 2 equals 0.7. So each fragrance is gonna have 0.7 to make it a total of 1.4. So let's do that right now. So guys, as you can see, there's no, you don't have to be intimidated when you're using these kind of vessels that you don't know, that you're not sure, how much wax you're gonna be needing. It's very simple. Okay, so I have in here a beaker. Okay, so it's gonna be 0.7 ounces each, and tear. And I'm gonna get another pipette just in case. I love Kamandu. It's to me, it's very special. You know, it's so unique, so grounding. You know, I think everyone will love this kind of scent. All the scents from 1617, to me, they are masterpieces. Okay, so I have 1.4 ounces of fragrance oil. And again, like I told you before, guys, I love using this stainless steel table because it grabs the heat from the glass, from the pirate glass, you know, and it's great. Oh my God, what a combination. It's gonna be great. Okay, so having here my spatula, my thermometer, and my... So again, we are looking for a temperature of 225. This is perfection. Okay, let me just move it a little bit more so you can see. Can you see it in there? You can see it here now. Okay, so time to add the fragrance oil. Don't be afraid that it's 225. This is fine, okay? This is not gonna burn up the oil. Everything's gonna be perfect, guys. Don't worry about it, okay? Now that I added the spatula and the fragrance oil, let's see how much lower the temperature went. 196, you see? This is why it's a must that you have to heat up this wax around 220. It has to be. Because now it's the only chance that you get to bind the oil and the wax together. Okay, this is very hot, so be careful. You don't need to mix for 20 seconds. Now that I already mixed for 20 seconds, I'm gonna slide it on the stainless steel so it could cool down faster because the stainless steel grabs the heat from the glass. So today I did a live stream, guys. It went really well. I was demonstrating the Candle Science's new fragrance oil for the year round. Pretty good, you know. I was very happy with the 3 of them, you know, with 4 of them. You know, unfortunately, 3 of them, they were not to my liking because I'm very sensitive when it comes to smoky scents, you know. So it has to be like a balance when it comes to those scents, you know. So some people love them. It's like everything in life. We like different things. Okay, so the goal here is to go below 185. That way, let me just close this. That way the wick tab will not come off. 190. So I will wait. Let me just tell you about my birthday. Okay, guys. So yeah, believe it or not, I'm 62 today, and I just have to say, you know, time went like this. You know, it's do I have regrets? It's too late to think about regrets. You know, everything happens for a reason. We all come to this world with an empty book, you know, and it's up to you to write your story. You know, it's like when you are young and you're like naive, you don't have that much experience in life, you know, you think, so you don't know, you know, we're not born with a college degree, we're not born with any kind of knowledge, you know, you just react to the experience of the world, you know, and childhood experiences make a big key on it, you know, and just, yes, you know, it's, so as you grow up, the years go, you think the years go slow, but the older you get, guys, the faster they go, you know, and the more you want to make, you know, the one that you want to do, you know. I just cannot believe, like, you know, I worked on the publishing industry for 34 years. Then I decided to, you know, okay, when I saw technology changing, I decided, you know what, let me just do a change. We were living in New York City, and we decided to move to Portland. Why? Because my desire was, at that time, when I was 54, I just wanted to become a hairstylist. It was something that I always wanted to do, you know, and thinking, you know, at that time, I was on 53, and 53 going into 54, and decided, you know what, let me just, right now, I want to do what I love. When you grow old, past 50, you know that, you know what I'm talking about. So I went to beauty school, I went to Paul Mitchell, took me almost 2 years to get my cosmetology license, and so I found a job, a very nice place. This lady gave me the opportunity, you know, and so I worked there for almost a year, but I realized, you know what, it wasn't for me. You know, I think when you work on the service industry, you have to born with that kind of charisma, on that kind of environment, and that wasn't me. You know, so I realized that, you know, even though I opened my home salon right here in my home in Portland, I decided, you know what, it's not for me. It's just something that it's not, like, I felt like every time that I had a client, that like I had to be fake me myself. You know, it's, oh, I need to like the client because the client is going to be paying me, and hopefully they give me a nice tip, whatever, you know. I said, why am I doing this? I said to myself, you know, COVID came, and I decided, you know what, let me just try doing something else. I found candle making, you know, and I fell in love with it, and then, you know, I found my passion. Okay, it's 180, time to pour. Here we go. Happy birthday to me. 62 is the new 32. Yes. And this is perfection. Perfection, guys. I put a little bit. I think 14 ounces was a tiny bit too much, but it's okay. You know, it's like live and learn. Okay, let me just put this aside, guys, and I'm gonna let this solidify. I'm gonna let it solidify, guys, and I'll come back to the end of the video. You see what a mess I made. Okay, guys, I'll see you in a while. Hi, guys. Welcome back to the end of the video. I'd like to unveil my birthday candle, candle 62. Yeah! So I made this candle. I decided to name it 62 in honor of my birthday. Today, February 27th, I turned 62 years old. Yes. You know, and I don't know where time went. You know, it's time for me today to celebrate life, to be grateful to God, to everyone, you know, and to supporting me, you know, and to be proud of my accomplishments, you know, and also my failures, because why not? Because we all learn through life, our lessons. And yeah, so, but I want to celebrate with you guys with this beautiful candle, okay? So for this candle, I used equal parts the vibrant Miss Bean, because she's a Miss, and Kathmandu, equal parts. As you know, guys, I love 1617 fragrance oils. I think to me they are like a level above the rest, you know, and it brings to me so much peace, so much joy, so much creativity that I just want to celebrate today's day. Making a beautiful candle using those two oils. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give a like to the video so it does well on the algorithm, and also check out my store, guys, so you can shop all my candles, candleromance.shop. Okay, guys, and I'll see you next Sunday on my live stream. Until the next one, guys, thank you for coming today, and I love you. Yes! Happy birthday to me! Yes!